Hi, everybody. It's Ralph Sheheen here at the Speed Sport offices in Mooresville, North Carolina. We got some exciting news for you today that we have really been looking forward to making the announcement. So let's get it underway. Joining me today, Davey Hamilton Jr. Davey, you've got a very exciting event coming up December 1st and 2nd out at the Bullring in Las Vegas. Tell us about the Open Wheel Showdown.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. This all started as an idea a couple years ago, and growing up, hearing my dad's stories about running the Copper World Classic and Turkey Night at Irwindale Speedway. Um, for a while now, I've just been wondering, why don't we have that type of event anymore for pavement short track racing in the open wheel world? And started calling everybody I could about doing something like this. And now that it's actually happening, it's a dream come true, because I've always dreamed about racing something along the lines of this event. And there's a couple crown jewels in our sport, like Little 500. But there's nothing that just brings all the open wheel guys together and everybody's competing at the same event. So for us to kind of bring everybody together, it's going to be a great event.
And a big chunk of change up for grabs, too.
That's right. We had to go big, to get everybody to want to come to this event. It's we wanted to make sure it's going to blow people's minds just from the money standpoint, and it's Vegas, right? So it's you want to make sure there's big money on the line, and it's a gamble for the teams to go out there and be the best that they do the best that they can.
Well, I would say $50,000 to win the sprint car portion is significant money. And I said sprint car portion, and you've mentioned the Copper World. Copper World had multiple divisions. What else is going to be running outside of the winged pavement sprint cars?
Yeah, so we have the pavement midget class running as well, which Copper World back in the day, you had super modifieds, midgets, I think non-wing sprint cars, and sometimes silver crown cars. So wing sprint cars was never really a part of that, but it's a class that would bring a lot of attention. It's a lot bigger than people realize. So to make that the headliner of the event is going to be huge. But like you said, we have pavement midgets, and then we also have super modifieds going there too. So the West Coast version of super modifieds is a little different from New York, but it's going to be an open wheel showdown. That's the name of the event, and it's going to be huge.
That's really exciting. As somebody who used to cover the Copper World, this is much needed and really exciting to hear you putting this back together. Let's talk a little bit about the format. I know your phone's been ringing. Guys want to know, how are they going to get to that 50 grand? So lay it out for us.
Yeah, so for the wing sprint car portion, it's a 3-day show, and with Thursday, November 30th being practice day for the teams and the competitors to, get on track as they want to. Then Friday kicks off, and we're going to have 2 practice sessions that day. We're going to do a single car qualifying for everybody. We're going to do 12-lap heat races, and this is pretty interesting. So we're going to start all the heat races basically how you qualify. So if you qualify first, you're going to start pole in heat 1. If you qualify second, you're going to start first in heat 2, and so on and so forth. The top 2 of the heat race results in each heat race are going to then go into a pole dash. And the top 2 finishers in each heat race are going to go to the front straightaway. They'll do a pill draw, and that will determine where they start in this pole dash. The pole dash will be a 10-lap dash for all those competitors, and that will set the first 5 rows of the feature. So if you win that race, you start pole of the event. So that's how you start the front of the feature. The rest of the cars in the heat races are going to go into, depending on how many cars show up. I don't know, this is all subject to change, but we'll have a C main that will last 15 laps and a B main that'll last 20 laps. And depending on how many cars show up, it will determine on how many cars go into the actual feature. Then for the A main, this is going to be a little unique for pavement racing as well, is we're going to do a 100-lap race with a 50-lap. On lap 50, we're going to do an open red, and everybody could stop and do anything they want to the cars. They could only change their right rear tire, but beyond that, they could do whatever they want to the cars. We're doing something else that's pretty unique, is we're going to do almost what NASCAR does, and we're going to allow the double file restarts and let anybody change or pick the lane that they want to be in. So anybody can choose the outside or the inside, just all on their choice. But it should be the pole dash, that's something that's going to be unique because that doesn't exist in the sport right now for what we do. So we wanted to make sure that this event is going to provide some unique racing and make it a little bit of a challenge to go for that 50 grand.
Well, not only does this sound fantastic for the racers, but it sounds awesome for the fans as well. So let's talk about that. First of all, how do the racers register for the event if they want to come compete?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to register. They'll just go to openwheelshowdown.com, and we have a tab on there that just is simple just to register. People could register. They go to that website. They could print a form to register through the mail if they like, or they can even show up on race weekend and register in person if they like to. But that's how most of the people are going to register is through online.
Okay, and how about the fans? I know the tickets are going to go fast for this at the Bullring.
Yes. So it's very easy. It's for everybody that wants to get tickets or find out about camping or parking. It's easier just for them to go to LasVegasMotorSpeedway.com and go through their website, and they'll have tickets there.
Okay, and I know there's a lot more announcements to come from this because I know you got a hotel partner you're working on and a lot of things to make it easy and cost effective for the fans and the racers to come out to Vegas. And the practice event on the 30th, is that open for fans to come out to as well?
Absolutely. So this is a big event, and we're not just going to make it a fun day on race day. It's a whole week long of stuff going on. Teams are allowed to come in on Monday and start loading and unloading and just kind of get ready. We are also going to throw a pit party the night before, which is December 1st. And we're going to have a concert playing or a band playing and have a concert, a huge barbecue for everybody free, just for fans and teams just to all come together and have a good time. So it's going to be a huge show. That's for sure. There's a lot of sponsors and partners, like you said, that are all making this happen. And there's a lot of announcements to come for sure.
Well, we got one more for you here today, and that's with us at Speed Sport. And we're thrilled to be a partner of this event with you. And the fans are going to be able to watch this race on Speed Sport 1, speedsport.tv, and a bunch of our other platforms. And we'll be making more announcements about that distribution so that everybody can see this race. No problem if they can't join us live and in person December 1st and 2nd out in Vegas. So, Davey, thank you very much for letting Speed Sport and Speed Sport 1 be a part of this very exciting event.
Absolutely. I think you guys are the best, to do this, and I'm happy to have you guys involved for sure. I think this is going to be huge, and this is an event that we hope to happen or hope to keep going for years to come and bring back that Copper World Classic feel.
I love it. So race fans, stay with us right here at Speed Sport and all of our website pages and social media and all the other stuff that we have, as we will bring you all the announcements from Davey Hamilton Jr. as we get closer to the Open Wheel Showdown December 1st and 2nd. Get your tickets today.